Listen, the future is already here, and it's making people billionaires. Don't let it pass you up. So you're saying it could have been me. Crypto Kingdom. Crypto Kingdom. Crypto Kingdom. Crypto Kingdom. We make worlds, we are gods. Create wealth and beat the odds. Manifest and make it work. Hit refresh on this whole earth. Pioneering a new age. I am here, it's time to rage. We are crypto legends. Roll the dice and hit a 7 in the Crypto Kingdom. Crypto Kingdom. Crypto Kingdom. Crypto Kingdom.
Yeah, I appreciate you putting us on here. We definitely,
Yeah, I appreciate you fucking speaking, dude.
Even just like,
dude.
I mean, beside the project, man, I could talk for hours about the metaverse, man. And, you know, it's
Yeah.
I went so ham into this, man. Like, and it's crazy because like the same thing back then was the same thing that I went through crypto, man. Like, you'd think my wife would have had some damn confidence after me. After I made it, you know, some money and did well with crypto, but man, because I took everything we had made from crypto and I went into the metaverse with it, and she was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, good, dude. What, man, like, what were you thinking, bro, when you knew and everybody else was looking at you like that, dude? Like,
well, that's how I know. That's how I know I'm into something, man. It was the same with crypto. Everybody looked at me like I had two heads, and I was like, "Man, just wait." And it was the same with NFTs. Like, man, I've gotten into them. Like, one of the ones I got into was Shiba Inu, man. I got into that when it was like nothing. I put $500 in, and it went up like 1,000%. But Hotbit went down. Hotbit went down, man, when it happened, and I never expected it to go up that high. So I never keep my crypto on exchanges for that reason. I keep them on a hardware wallet, so if an exchange goes down, I can send my crypto wherever I need to send it to take profits on my stuff. Everybody that knows me knows I take profits, man. I'm not afraid to take profits. I take profits like crazy. So, yeah, Shiba Inu, man, it went up, and everybody was like, "Man, are you freaking out?" And I'm like, "Not really, because like if Hotbit didn't go down, I would have cashed out when it was like 100x. You know what I mean? But the whole time Hotbit was down, it kept going up, and I was like, well, shit, man. So yeah, it dropped. I'm not, it dropped to about half, but I still got out at about a 500x, man. It was that SHIB is what gave me the ability to quit my job. And I went to work one day. I kept working until I lost like 70 grand with Feg. I was at a job working, and Feg went through the roof, and I was working. I couldn't get to a computer. I worked for banks and financial institutions doing their security systems and their access control and all that crazy stuff. And I had deadlines I had to meet. And man, I was on a job. I couldn't get away from what I was doing, and Feg went through the roof, and I lost 70 grand at work. I quit the next day, man. The next day I quit my
job. Fuck this shit, right? Yeah, dude. So then what happened after that, bro? When you do that shit, you're like, all right, this is it. Then, like, how'd you get more serious?
Well, that's when I tried a bunch of stuff. I knew, like, crypto was going to be my thing because, like, I loved it and I was into it, but I was trying to find out a way to make something sustainable. So I started trading Forex, and I did all right with that, but I'm not good at short-term trading, man. I'm like the kind of guy that
you want the long money.
I can sniff out stuff at a ground level before anybody knows what's going on, and I can grab it and hold on to it. You know, that's really, I don't even think it's really much of a strategy, but it's what I do, man, and I've done really well with it. I did it with XRP, buying that up at 15 cents. That's when I got into crypto 3 years ago when Corona hit. I was gobbling up Ethereum at $100 a pop, you know what I mean? Like, I went ham. Like I said, my wife almost left me, man. She literally almost, if I show you the text messages that she sent me, like, what the is this Coinbase transaction? You said you were going to do $200. It's $500. She'd be like, how much of our tax returns are you taking? I'd be like, 1,000. Dude, I left 1,000. I took all of it. You know what I mean? Like, I went ham. And I was like, hey, please, just don't. All I can say was don't leave. I promise it'll be all right. Like, don't leave. It's gonna be all right.
Man, did you ever like take like when you took a real big hit where it was like, man, I should just go and stop because
well, I had a few rough months, like three months ago. Like I said, I tried a bunch of stuff. Man, I started a crypto academy and I had a YouTube channel, and then I realized I didn't want all that, man. I didn't want to be famous, man. I don't want to be YouTube famous, none of that. I want to do what I enjoy doing. So that's when I got into the metaverse. But right as I was getting in the metaverse, while I was doing that, I was doing other projects. And we did great with Royal Doge, we did great with Golden Doge, we did great with a bunch of projects. And then I got into like a 3-month losing streak, man, and it was painful, man. I think within like two months I probably lost like 30 grand, and it was just, it made me want to just like quit doing what I was doing, and it wasn't because of the money. Because
wait, Justin, I muted you on accident, bro. Sorry, I was trying.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I don't know what people heard, but anyway, I went on like a 3-month losing streak, and it was rough, man. Like I had a rough time, man. I was like, everything that I got into fell apart. Like, it was so bad. I got into this one project that was going to do real good. I felt like it was. It was when NFTs had just really started popping, and it was DogeX. It had all the makings for a good project, but it was the day that Bitcoin decided to dump $20,000 in one day. And gas fees were through the roof. I paid over $2,000 in gas fees. I was going to buy 20 of these NFTs. And look, man, I'm a firm believer in like you draw stuff to you, and if you're not in the right frame of mind and if you're not putting out the right vibrations, you're gonna draw some bad stuff back to you.
That's true.
And that's the kind of vibe I was in back then. So let me tell you how like because I was on my path, and I was on my path like I'd never been on my path before in my life, and then I was off my path. And just to show you how that shift can go from one thing to the next. Bro, it happened right when this NFT thing launched, was when like my whole mojo kind of like got sucked out of me. And bro, that day gas fees were so expensive, I was supposed to buy 20 of these NFTs. Because gas fees were so expensive, I couldn't afford 20. I didn't have enough set aside with Ethereum and everything. So I was like, well, I'm not going to risk it. I'm only going to get 18 of them, because if 19 doesn't go through, I might not get them. It didn't even fill, man. I should have just chilled and done what I was going to do. Needless to say, I got 697 through 714 were the cards that I got. 715 was the best card in the game. If I'd have just got that 19th card, I would have. It sold for 10 ETH that day. It sold for over 30 grand that day. Yeah. So like 19th
one?
Yeah, if I would have got if I'd have just, instead of going from 20 to 18, if I would have just got that 19th card. And that's what, like, I started beating myself up after that, bro. It was one thing after the next. Every project I got into was bad. I went on like a 3-month losing streak, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ham on the metaverse. It's what I enjoy. And it was like everybody was like kind of trying to convince me that doing it on purpose, but like even my wife, like, look, I just made a bunch of money with crypto. You think you would believe me when I tell you this thing's gonna be huge? But she's like, oh, that's just a stupid game. You're just going to play a stupid game. And I'm like, it's not a stupid game. I'm telling you, it's a lot more to it. And I started doing, I took like the Sandbox, and I did their academy, and I went through every page of their pages and pages and pages of how to do stuff. And I took their templates and I ripped them apart, and I reverse engineered everything they did and learned how to build the games on my own. Now I got into the actual boot camp and got certified by them. But that's how I got in with them and started like Bro, I'm telling you, their game jam is in the award is announced in a week. And mark my words, I'm gonna win at least one of the finalist positions in that competition. I put everything I had into that game, so I'm looking. First place is 80,000 sand. It was over $500,000 for first place prize, but now sand's down because Bitcoin sneezed and everybody else, decided to catch a cold. You know how that goes. But yeah, man. Now that sand is even down, its first place prize is still like 300 grand.
I got that bitch going to 30, man.
Yo, trust me. Sand is going, and even so, if you place in the
30, dude, 33 exact, bro.
If you place in the top 10, you get 10,000 sand and a land that's worth like 3 Ethereum. You know what I mean? So these competitions are a no-brainer. If you have any kind of 3D development skills, man, I would get in on these things right now, because the last competition they gave 5,000 sand away to everybody who entered. All you had to do was submit a game.
Wow, dude. And I kept hearing it, dude, in the back of my head. Like in my ear, I kept hearing. Then I was like, all right, dude. Like, what the fuck is... I just want to know what the fuck crypto and blockchain and what the fuck all this shit was. Like, I remember hearing Bitcoin 20 years ago. It was all like, I was slinging dope and shit. And they're like, dude, you didn't get Bitcoin. Like, hey, what the fuck? Nah, man, I'm making money.
Hey, you want to hear something funny, man? Like 8, 9 years ago now, man, because this was before we even moved here. We were in Florida, and I had just found out about Bitcoin. They were $100 a piece, and I wanted 10 of them. I was gonna take $1,000 and buy 10 Bitcoin, but my wife said that I could only get either the AR-15 that I wanted or the damn Bitcoin. She made me choose between the two. And I chose the damn freaking gun, man. If I would have chose the Bitcoin, I could have bought 600 of them guns by now, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they came to me and they're like, bro, they're just like fucking $10 a fucking piece, bro. Fucking $1,000 on it like it ain't shit. I'm like, hell no, I got fucking coke, bro. I'm fucking slanging this dope. I got 20 racks right now in my pocket. So
yeah, bro. Trust me. I mean,
my dumbass was like, like what the fuck is? Oh, fuck that. So that was my never again moment with crypto. You know what I mean? That's why when I learned about XRP, one of my good buddies, my best friends, man, he's up in Philly. He turned me on to XRP years ago, like 3 years ago. And man, when he told me about it, I was working for banks and financial institutions. I did their electronic security. I know how they operate, man. Banks don't invest in shit that isn't tried and true. So like a better thing could come out today. And they're not going to use it because they've already invested into XRP. XRP's already stood the test of time. They've already been either they're partnered or either they're partnered with or working with. And have these banks and FIs out of over, I think, all the world's largest banks and financial institutions, over half of them by total asset, over half of them, the largest banks and financial institutions in the world, over half of them are partnered with Ripple and either testing or using XRP for cross-border payments right now. I mean, you can go find this information. You have to dig for it. They don't want you to know it. That's why the SEC's coming after them. They want their piece of the pie. But shit's about to go down with XRP. If you ain't in XRP, you need to get in XRP. Not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't come after me when shit don't work out, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, man, come after me when I told you how to fucking buy XRP.
Well, I already have friends, man. I already have friends that jumped when I posted 2 years ago at 15 cents that are like, hell yeah, let's go. But it's taking forever, man. Like, we should already be at $10, $20 per XRP right now. If it wasn't for this SEC lawsuit, it's where we would be right now. It's $10, $20.
They just fucking just try to stop this motherfucker. There's no way, bro. Like, that seems like what the way it was broke down to me about this XRP shit, like that. They said that they already had their ducks in a row. So, like, I guess, right, because it's the bank, right? It's also it's the banks that are using this, right? That's what you're saying, right?
It is, yeah. It's the banks and financial institutions that are literally lined up at the gates to use it. It's just the SEC wants that they're suing over what is it, $1.4 billion in unregistered securities, or that man, XRP is not a security. It's a crypto. It's a commodity. I mean, they just want a piece of the pie. If you look at this case, they're getting wrecked, man. Judge Sarah Netburn and Judge Magistrate Angelisa Torres have been ripping the SEC to pieces. They don't have a leg to stand on. I don't even understand why they still show up every day. It's because they're using the only weapon they have, and that's time. The longer they can draw this out, the more it hurts Ripple, and it puts them in a better position to settle for whatever they're trying to get. It might just be time. Who knows? Maybe they're stalling this for Swift to try to get something under the ground, but nobody can do what XRP can do. Nobody can do there's no technology that's established with these institutions in the way that XRP and Ripple is. So, I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's hard. That makes hell of sense, dude. Cause fuck, like they're the ones that wrote the book on this shit. The way I see it, bro.
Bro, they're fighting for everybody right now. A lot of people, anybody rooting against XRP, you don't even know, man. If XRP loses this case, that sets a precedent for them to come after everybody, man. Everybody should be rooting for Ripple right now because they're fighting for all of crypto.
Yeah, dude. Cause that's where it's like, man, once they win, man, it's like, bam, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Like, now you done beat the dude. That's like, man, I fucking would trip out because like people will still take it to fucking trial that I've seen in the feds and shit. But man, when they win though, it's like you can't fuck with it no more. You deuces, bro. Fucking walking off.
And there's just so much stacked against the SEC with all the corruption and ties to the Ethereum Foundation and all the backdoor shit that was going on. And I hold ETH. I love ETH, man. ETH is one of my main things. You know what I mean? Like, I won't bash on it. I love ETH. But there really is no competition because like XRP is going to be the pipeline that everything travels on. It's what is going to connect all these walled gardens and allow interoperability between exchanges and currencies and everything.
So that's where everything moves around, right?
I personally believe it will eventually handle all the world's currency.
So that means that kicks out the fucking reserves then, like a motherfucker out this shit, huh?
Yeah.
Oh damn! What's going on? My internet?
Hopefully not mine.
I think it's him.
Is it me?
Justin is.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna switch to my 5G hotspot real quick and just cut this out. Did somebody jump on the internet? Damn, that was going so good too. Let me get back on this thing. Huh. How is it not connecting to the phone? Hotspot is not working. There we go. Hey, sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You back home, bro.
All right, yeah, talk about some force of average shit, man. I got
recording in progress.
I live in the middle of nowhere, man. We have one option for internet and one option only, and I got neighbors moved in next door who have me disconnected right now. So, I'm using my hotspot. I'm using my 5G hotspot to get through this.
Hey, it's all good, bro. No worries, man. What we've already talked about, dude, this right here information, like, man, a lot of y'all people that are watching this stuff, dude, like, I take it and run it, dude, because, I mean, of course, we all know it's a gamble. It's on you to bet what you can afford. Like, but for me, man, it's like, fuck it, dude, I've already been broke.
Yeah, like, well, that's what I.
Yo, bro, let's just go, because if it's worth it, let's go, because I still know how to fish. You know what I mean? Because I still got my day-to-day shit, and that's on auto mode right now. So it's like, shit, let's go, because I'm trying to. We well money over here. That's where I'm with this. Yeah,
when I got in, man, I just got in like my wife, like trying to convince her that to buy this digital money. I had to start cutting things out. Like I cut out my gym membership, I cut out my supplements, and I started cutting stuff out and adding it up. And I'd be like, okay, that's $200. That's what I'm getting this week. And that's what I said. Like, I'll show you the text message. Like, we just got to a point to where it was like, nah, like it's not enough. Like, I need more. And she was like, you're taking all our money. You're putting everything we have into crypto. What are you doing? But yeah, now I'm home. Like, this is what we do. I'm home with the family every day. We want to go on vacation. We take vacation. You know, I just the amount of money you can.
I was with my kids, man, and my grandkids, and I finally got to see my newborn. It's already been a few months, you know, because they just been safe because of COVID and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So finally, like coming out, and I got to see her for the first time. And like I got to see everybody all at once, like it was the first time in a while, and I was like,
didn't have to rush off.
I'm ready for this to blow up so that I can fucking take him to fucking New York, take him to fucking Cali, like all of us pulling up together and shit. Because I had missed the New York trip this weekend for Apex, and I was all like, man, fuck it, because I found out my granddaughter was going to be here Sunday. So I was like, oh man, screw everything else, bro. You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
I was all like, dude, that's what it's about right here, man. And I'm glad I did. Got to spend time with my youngest daughter a little more.
Hell yeah, man. That's what it's all about, man. I'm doing this whole crypto thing so I can get my acres in the Tennessee mountains. That's all I want. I want to own land in the Tennessee mountains. Spend my day riding around on horses and enjoying nature, and then drop into the metaverse for like 2 hours as like a meta god. You know what I mean? Like, what up?
That's what I say, man. I was like, dude, it's just to come up and then go ghost out here off the grid, and then you'll just see me in the metaverse. I'll make sure that shit's all
set up. I'll pop in on the meta and say what up, and that's all you're gonna see of me.
For real, dude. So speaking of the metaverse, bro, let's talk about yours, man. Fucking Meta Apes Coin, bro. What's up?
Yeah, well, I mean, so what? Like, I was just thinking, like, we've been wanting to launch a project for a while. We got a really good team. We've got the developer, our blockchain guy. Oh my God, did I just get booted again? Okay, good. I thought my internet was screwed up again. We got our.
Go to the website.
Yeah, so we got our blockchain guy, we've got our project manager. Everybody has their job that they do, and we've been looking for a project that like we could create real utility behind, and something that's just not gonna like fizzle out and die within like a matter of months, like most of these new projects do. I'm a gamer. I went ham into the metaverse, so I really I wanted to focus on that. So what I've done is I've built a community gaming hub inside of the metaverse on my lands that I purchased. And what I'm trying to create is a place where everybody can hang out, and it's got something for everybody. If you don't like games, it's okay. If you log on to social media, or if you go on a Telegram into any kind of crypto group, this is going to be a place where you can do that virtually with an avatar in our game. You can come hang out. We're going to drop NFTs every month. So that's when I came up with the idea, I was really trying to think of a way to just create not just holding, but activity within the community, excitement, and all that stuff together. So what we've done is we're at first it's going to be like the amount of holdings of tokens that you have, but our blockchain guy is going to be building a staking pool for us eventually. And the way it's going to work is dependent on how much tokens you hold, and it's going to be a token amount, not a dollar amount. But let's say $500 to $1,000 worth of our token at first. That token amount will be a finite amount, so that will change over time. That'll change over time in dollar values, but whatever tiers you're in, so if you're in this lower tier, the silver tier, every month you'll get a common NFT drop. If you're in the gold tier, every month you'll get a rare NFT drop. If you're in the emerald tier, you'll get an epic NFT, and if you're in the diamond tier, you'll get a legendary NFT every month. And not only are these NFTs going to be cool as heck, we've got an artist that's going to be designing these specially for us. They're going to be super extravagant and really cool to collect. But during that month that you have the NFT, that month that the NFT is dropped, it will give you in-game boost play-to-earn rewards while you're playing our game. So if you have a legendary NFT for that month, you were one of our diamond tier holders, and you were dropped the legendary NFT. If you have that legendary NFT, whether it be an avatar this month or a pet next month or an accessory the month after, whatever it is, if you wear it or have it in our game for that month, you'll be earning it a boost. So legendary NFTs will give a 4 times play to earn boost. Epic NFTs will give a 3 times play to earn boost. Rare NFTs will give a 2 times play to earn boost, and the common NFTs will just give you a regular 1 time play to earn boost. Anybody can play our game. Anybody will be able to come into our land and play the Meta Apes game and take part in the Metaverse. But in order to earn and play to earn rewards in game, you have to be one of our holders. So that's where we're revolving everything around. I've taken a lot of concepts from different games. I don't know if anybody has kids that play Roblox and like Adopt Me. This is kind of like the adult version of that, but with tons of games and experiences inside of it. So, in Adopt Me, the concept is you have your avatars and you have your pets, and it's all about having the coolest ones in the game. That's where our concept kind of revolves around, but those cool NFTs also give you a play to earn boost in the game. We'll also have an extra amount of NFTs, about 10%, that we're going to mint extra from the ones that we mint for the NFT drops for our holders. And we're going to use those for giveaways. We're going to have like obstacle course. I'm going to have a legendary obstacle course in the game that, like, I joke around, but serious, it's going to make people want to break their controllers trying to complete it. But every week we'll do a competition. The first person to complete it every week will get a legendary NFT. I mean, this thing could potentially be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. I mean, I'll show you some of these NFTs I have in Sandbox that I've paid next to nothing for, man. And man, they're worth so much. It's insane. The NFT business is crazy now. And now with the Metaverse, you have NFTs with a real use case. NFTs that can actually do something, give you access to areas, give you boosts, give you any kind of in-game. I mean, it's amazing. It really is.
Get free weed too, man. That's the cool part about it, man. Too. That's what we have as well. We got that golden doobie one, dude, and that's like it started as an NFT idea, and then it went from. Then I started learning more about all this, where it was like, wait, I want a whole currency in it, because when I learned what it's just about community and the narrative. Bro, cannabis is the greatest narrative ever to me, man. So I'm like,
hell yeah. I'm just as passionate about that as I am the Metaverse, man. That's where I get my creativity from. I got no hiding that.
Dude, same, bro. and as a gamer, dude, at 9 years old when I first got my fucking game set, and it was Nintendo, right? The original one. Right?
Yep, yeah, me too, man. And ColecoVision and Atari before that. That's how old school I am, man, you know?
Yeah, same, bro. And fucking, so like, dude, like that Mario Brothers, dude, that was it for me, bro. Like, I was all in after that. And then even still now, shit, I'm fucking 40 and this shit, I fucking love it, because the best part that this is what separates it, where a lot of people keep missing, is that the shit you own in this world is yours. Like, it's yours. You get paid for that bitch if you sell it.
And it serves a purpose.
Like, I'm gonna put it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Boom, it's all yours. So I'm just like, that's it, dude. I can make money off this shit all day by making its worth. Like,
by doing what I love doing. I mean, this is what I enjoy. I love building stuff. I mean, my kids play Minecraft, and I'm telling you, man, they're going to be my little builders soon. I'm going to have them in Sandbox building all kinds of stuff for me. Like I told my wife, I've got a land that I'll give to each one of my kids to do whatever they want to do and figure out a way to monetize and make money. But if my parent would have come to me with an opportunity for me to make money doing something like that I enjoy doing, like, I'm like, God Almighty. So like that's what I'm trying to show them the way, you know, and get them excited about it. I don't think they understand how they can really make money doing it yet, but soon.
Meta Apes Coin. What's the website again?
Oh, it's Meta Apes Coin. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm
MetaApesCoin.com.
I'm dyslexic, bro, so I always be typing backwards.
one more A in between Meta and Apes.
There you go again, Joe.
There we go.
Well, there, I'm fucking giving Facebook all the fucking love. Cause see this little part right here, that's what tracks where your link goes for Facebook. And
oh,
gives
nice,
you all the
man.
data.
But yeah, we're just trying to, like you, man. We're trying to create something different, man. Something that people can actually use and be a part of and enjoy. Like, I'm a gamer, man. I know what gamers like. I'm one of them. Yeah, we got the club, man. There's an underground hotel. So, like I said, we're gonna have the obstacle courses. We're gonna have a quest line. So there'll be like a weekly quest line. There'll be weekly obstacle courses. There's an underground hotel that is a casino and an art gallery that will also serve a bunch of other purposes. But then I have around the whole island, I've got like a water track set up. They don't have the technology for racing yet, but it's on the roadmap. Like I tell everybody, I'm building one step ahead of Sandbox's technology constantly. I'm in all their groups. I just finished their boot camp and got certified as one of their official certified game builders.
I just saw that, bro. I gotta get on that one.
And I'm constantly staying on top of what their roadmap is and what they plan on doing with their games, and I'm building stuff ahead of that to where before anybody even knows that they're going to be doing it, I've already got a game built with that concept.
You made it for us to fucking do. You know what I mean? That's where you're at, bro. That's why you're ahead, because you're actually creating for everybody to come play. That's what separates it, man. Yeah, that's player, bro.
I want it, like I said, I want it to be fun, man. I want people to come in here and not want to leave. You know, like, hey, man.
Look at that shit.
And how many, like, I don't know, like, I've been in a bunch of crypto projects, man, and when you're a whale, when you have a certain percentage of the supply of a token, you want people to know you're a whale, man. What better way to show people you're a whale than with the most extravagant NFT in the game? I'm talking crown, shiny jewels, all kind of bling on them. People will know. They'll be like, damn, that's one of them legendary NFTs right there. You know what I mean? You'll be turning heads.
Yeah, I totally get it, brother, because that's exactly how we think over here. And it's like that's what I love about this whole thing. Like, literally, I love about this metaverse, crypto, blockchain, community, narrative, because it's like all of it together. It's like you said, I want to walk in with my own, anywhere in the fucking world, with my fucking phone, and like, you know, because we have someone Apex that has an app where you can exchange, you know, pay with crypto with your phone, right?
Yeah.
So that shit hit me, and I was all like, dude, I want fucking the golden doobie coin. The doobie coin is what we're calling it. The fucking doobie coin to fucking go anywhere in this fucking world, and fucking you can just go on your phone and buy it. Go to Target, motherfucker. Go to Walmart, motherfucker. Go to the fucking dispensary, wherever the fuck. That fucking doobie coin is worth more than fucking anything in this bitch.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, and they'll take it. And that's where it's like, ooh, and it's like you said, fucking, why fucking, that's when you fucking become the ocean so the whales can swim in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Fucking, dude, and that's where it's at, bro. And I totally get it, man, where you're at. And this is fucking badass that you're already here. You've already got it built. Like, I already see what those are, bro. Those are probably all NFTs that somebody can maybe bid on you can fucking put in this world right there and then advertise literally an NFT going through that hallway right there.
You can walk up to it, and if you want it, you click on a link, and it'll take you right to OpenSea to purchase the NFT for yourself.
There, that picture right there, guys, is our NFTs most likely. Clicking on that motherfucker, and you can go buy it. And then there it is.
And I've already changed so much to that. Like this was that video was from weeks ago. We're gonna update. Like I do so much to this game. I work straight through the weekend on it, man. Like I'm continuously building this game. It's just a constant. Like I'm talking like a 12 to 14 hour job for me. I mean, there's 20,000 NFTs that the Sandbox has for me to sift through that I have to determine whether I'm going to use them or not for the game before I even broke it down. And like, man, if I show you the steps of like how you build it from the inside out, I really took all that knowledge that they gave me and everything that I learned over my time doing this and put everything I had into building this project. So super excited for it. You know, I looked at Decentraland, and Decentraland is great. I recently just got into Decentraland and purchased a couple of plots of land just because I can see the use case. But my problem with Decentraland is I get dizzy playing it. It's too choppy. It just doesn't. There's too much going on. I think they've got a great idea, but you know, maybe we just need a little bit of technology to catch up before it can handle what they're trying to accomplish. But I still like what they're doing, and I am invested. I have mana, I have land, but Sandbox, I went all in, man. I went as ham as you can get. I've got my assets.
What are the differences of Central Land and Sandbox? Like, you know, what is like, you know, to somebody that's just like has no idea, like to explain
the difference is, to me, when I was looking at which one can I build and monetize experiences in the best and easiest and most logical way, to me was Sandbox.
Yes,
now
exactly.
There's some people that can use Decentraland in the same way. You know, you can build a gallery, but it's funny because like I bought land in Sandbox before when it was cheap, like 50 cents. Sand was 50 cents per sand, and premium lands were only 4,000 sand. So it was like $2,000 per land, and now they're like 3-4 ETH. I got a 10 ETH offer on one of my lands the other day, but it's not what I bought them for. I didn't buy them to sell them and make money. I bought them to make my mark on the metaverse. So that's what I'm doing. But you know what I'm getting at is Sandbox, man. They're just they're in a more of a position, I believe, to monetize experiences and have everything work. Their roadmap, everything is launching right now. They just released their alpha. Pretty soon you'll be able to create in their marketplace. You can create NFTs, voxel NFTs inside their marketplace, and anybody will be able to create and sell their NFTs in the marketplace. So there's so much opportunity for artists, game creators, players, and then like to build a token and an ecosystem inside of it. Just seemed more logical for me. And when you look at the land, so that's what I was going with that before I sidetracked myself. So for $2,000 back then, I'm getting like 96 meters by 96 meters by 126 meters, maybe. I might be wrong. I think that's what the Sandbox dimensions are. But it's a really nice piece of land that you're getting. You can do a lot on it for what you get. I bought a piece of land in Decentraland maybe a couple months ago, my first plot. And man, it was like, it's no bigger than my living room. And I still live in a double wide.
Really?
So, yeah, man. I mean, it's like, dude, you could literally, your avatar can.
It's really sized down to like that thing. Like,
it's
like
tiny. My avatar can run around I paid almost $20,000 for my first piece of land in Decentraland, and my avatar can run around it in literally 5 seconds. Like the entire thing in 5 seconds.
What?
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, if you well, I probably won't load if we try to screen share. I could try to log in and show you. It's pretty crazy. I've been showing some of the Apex guys that I've been.
If you can, I mean,
yeah.
You want me to go?
Let me just try it and see. All right.
Dang, are you 20 racks for a land that runs in 5 seconds?
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. Let's go to.
That's fucking badass. doing this off a digital space, man. Yes. And this is Decentraland you're talking.
Yeah, this is Decentraland. Let me. I gotta go to that wallet.
Wow.
That's this wallet here. Started. Yeah. Let me see.
So you have to have your own a specific wallet to get into Decentraland.
You do. You got to have a, like, for me, it's a MetaMask is what you need to get into Decentraland. I mean, I think you can connect with
a certain network. That's what I meant.
Ethereum, Ethereum, which I'm on.
Ethereum.
My internet might be too bad to get on, or I don't know. Yeah, let me just give it a minute. I think it's just my internet's probably really bad, but.
Or if you say drop the camera, sometimes that works for me too.
Okay, yeah, let me see. Well. Let me see.
Connect their account to fully enjoy Decentraland. That's what it's saying.
Yeah,
there you go. Boom.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, this was the first plot I bought, and I've got 2 plots, but man, in order to get 2 plots right next to each other is just ridiculously expensive. So
centralized autonomous organization. So that means that motherfucker is automatic.
Yeah, well,
there we go. It's going.
Yeah, autonomous. Autonomous means just you like MetaMask. You don't have to have your credentials attached to your land. Hey, can you still hear me, Joe? Did I mute myself? Hey, Joe, can you hear me? Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, there we go. Sorry, I think I muted myself when I got out of my camera. But okay, so this is this is a plot of land in Decentraland. This is my land right here. This was just over $17,000. You can see the difference in the color of the grass. That one block with the tree in the middle of it, that was 1 block of land in Decentraland.
Right there, this little thing right with the double shade, right?
Yep.
The different shape. Here.
Yep. The lighter one in between the one with the soccer ball and the one with the bikes next to it. This lighter one in the middle is just 1 plot of land. But
hey, so what can you build on this stuff?
Let me show you, because it's a little deceiving. I'll show you this house that one of my neighbors has that I'll probably go with a similar concept. This is also 1 plot of land, so you can build vertically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's not awful, but still, if I show you what you get in the Sandbox for the same price, you'll be like, wow.
They got the Mario Brothers. Speaking of Mario, look, there he is.
If I show you what you can do in Sandbox for the same price, you'd be blown away. Look, they got a Trump. And look, you can donate to. See, everything is about monetization. You know what I mean? So look, yeah, everything is about monetization.
Hold on, check that out. Let me scan it. I want to scan it. Can you go back where I can see it? Look at that. Oh, I just scanned it. Oh, shit. That's why you got funnels, people.
Yeah.
Fucking phone sites, baby.
All right,
let
me hop out of this escape. There we go. But yeah, man, it's pretty interesting, man. I mean, you can do a lot. You can do a lot in Decentraland, but for me, you can do a lot more in Sandbox. Like if I
see what the Sandbox does.
You want me to show you Sandbox? Here, I'll load that up.
Yeah, I want to show what Sandbox gets now. You said that's what you said, because
I'll load it up right now.
I want to see the difference. Hell yeah.
This is the Game Maker platform that I'm loading up right now. This is where it's at. This is where you build the game at.
Yeah, hey, I've downloaded this, bro. So I'm playing with it right now myself.
Yeah, and I'll give you a link. They have an academy that you can do for free right now. All their information is online. I learned so much just from picking apart that academy and going through. They see these templates right here.
Yes.
All these templates teach you a different thing, and you can go in there and you can pick apart the logics. The whole game runs on a series of logics, basically triggers and messages. So you're just everything sends a message and triggers something else. So that's how you tie your games together, and that's how you build these experiences inside your game. And once you learn how to do that, it's really not that bad. Let me hear.
Dude, we already do this, but you make funnels, dude. Because when you create the follow,
here I'm gonna take you inside the Meta Apes. It's actually called Meta Fag on here because when I first designed this months and months and months ago, I designed it as a Fag holder with the intent of pitching it to the Fag team and doing it for the Fag community. But I don't know. They didn't really respond. So we did our own thing and we went our own direction.
That's the way to go, bro. That's the way to go, right there, like you said.
But yeah, this should load right up. It takes just a second. So this is the underground kind of casino, or not casino, art gallery, where we'll have NFTs on display. All these are billboards that I had to make in the NFT creator and then transfer them from one platform to another, which that you can watch videos. It's not as tricky as it sounds. But this is an entire underground casino. Or hotel and casino. This would all be wasted space that wasn't used underground, but I took the ground out and I made it to where that was underneath, and you can see. Whoop, here we go. I'm sorry. There we go. Yeah, you can see the bottom from up and then the up from the bottom. Yeah, this is the entire world that I've been building. This will actually be a working soccer game. A working soccer game eventually. This is going to be the obstacle course where it comes out and how it starts up and goes from level to level. But yeah, a lot went into this, man. Like this whole thing is hollowed out. This elevator goes down to the hotel. This elevator here goes up to the top where there's this whole village up here, and this will go to the obstacle course in the sky. There's an elevator that takes you up to the skull, the Kong skull. You can go in his mouth and come out of the top right here where there's a ladder, and there's another elevator that'll take you up here to this whole area where I had this built in a previous game, but like I had actually completed almost the whole world, and then my internet was real bad and I got impatient. See, this is going to be a see-through kind of like chill area where everybody can come up and hang.
Like an underground fucking casino.
Yeah, and you'll be able to watch everybody trying to do the obstacle course because there's going to be so many people that are going to be trying to win that legendary obstacle course, the first one of the week every week, and get that NFT. You can come up here and just watch people fall to their doom. Eventually, once the technology from Sandbox is released, which it will be, this is going to be a racetrack that we'll do races on. And we'll actually have boat NFTs that will start to drop that will have different capabilities and attributes. There will
guys, you gotta remember, like you'll be able to like actually run. Imagine you're fucking running on a fucking treadmill and they're gonna have like wearing suits and glasses. And you're gonna actually be able to run in this track right here.
Yeah, that's why I went with Sandboxes because their main goal is once they release their alpha and their beta, the first thing they're gonna do is go cross-platform. They started on mobile. That's where this company started on. So they want this on every mobile device, every console, and they want everything to be cross-platform. So no matter what you're playing, you'll be able to jump in with the Meta Apes community and come hang out, whether you're playing on Xbox, whether you're playing on your phone, your tablet, your computer.
You can run a fucking mile, and then that'd be a mile, whatever it's in this Metaverse.
It won't matter. And this is all going to be a boat racing track. We'll have boat races around the entire island, and we'll schedule events. And like I said, my goal is to create something where the community will just constantly be engaged, and it'll just be a fun place for people to go and hang out. People will literally just want to be there. You know, as much as I don't like spending 24 hours a day on the computer, I want to make it hard for people to get away from. I want it to be so fun that you just want to be there all the time.
Really crowd. I like that, bro. Look at that spaceship, man.
Yeah. And then
how many hours is this right here, man?
Well, considering that I already built the game once and had to
all together, bro, everything.
Yeah, considering that I built the game once already and it got corrupted and I had to do it from scratch, it's probably about 40 hours, 50, maybe 60 hours into this so far. Of actual working, but every one of these hotel rooms you can enter, and I'm gonna make it to where they each one will have a certain NFT on the wall, and it'll correspond with a monthly NFT that we do. We've got all kinds of ideas for this game, man. There's gonna be so much stuff going on. It's gonna be crazy.
So much stuff going on in there, bro. I already going in, bro, because I already got ideas to put in your world. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, dude, we can totally bring our worlds together, man, 100%. Because I love your idea from day one.
Think about this. Yes, that is the fucking best thing. Like I remember somebody asked me the question, "What are you gonna do?" When they asked, "Well, what happens if I want my own world?" And I was like, "Well, shit." I'll give you your own world. You can come to my world and have your own world in my world. Yeah. This game right here is the Walking Dead game that I built for the Game Jam. That I'm guaranteeing, man. You expect to see the blockchain technician as a winner on Saturday. But can we vote?
I don't think the community gets to vote, but I built all this from scratch. Like Sanctuary, they don't have anything that even remotely looked like Sanctuary. That's Sanctuary. This is the prison, the farm, the CDC, and I have an entire quest line that it all revolves around. There's Rick Grimes. Yeah. I designed and built this whole game. It has logic. Everything works. Everything connects and works the way it's supposed to. And like I said, I really hope that I win the competition with it. But I'm not going to go through the whole game because it's actually a really long game.
Good, bro. All good. That's man. Thank you for fucking letting us get a sneak peek, man. This is tight.
So you could build a game like
the winner right here, bro. This gotta be.
You could build a game. See, those zombies weren't there before. I have them all set up on messages that cause them to spawn as soon as I picked up my hatchet. Now the CDC quest starts that I've beaten them. And I'll show you, this was one of the hardest things for me to figure out in the game right here was, so I make the building, the CDC, if you remember in The Walking Dead, once Abraham finds out from the scientists that the walkers turn people into walkers when they bite you, the scientist blows up the CDC. So I couldn't figure out how to really do it. When I did it the first time, I could make the building disappear, but there was just a hole there, and it didn't quite give the effect. And all these pieces I had to twist and put exactly into the right place and give the effect of like an apocalyptic place. When you ask one question, that's one person. So to make all these questions happen right here, I actually have 5 or 6 different Abrahams. One of them is collidable and visible. The other are non-collidable and invisible. You can't see them; they're there. But that's how you have to tie these questions in together. Each one of these Abrahams is an asker that sends a message. The other one receives it, sends off another. It gets pretty confusing and complicated once you develop some more complex games like this. But yeah, the CDC booms. He's like, oh my God, he really did it. Let's hurry up and get out of here. And in order to make that boom effect, I have a bunch of invisible devices all planted around in the air that are actually just speakers. And they receive the message that Abraham sends out on that last action, and it creates that boom. And then the building disappears, and there's kind of burning rubble sitting there, you know. I mean, it really took a lot to figure all that out because I hadn't done the academy. I hadn't gone through their training yet. I learned all that just from picking apart stuff on my own. And there's no YouTube videos. Like, you can't go to YouTube and Google how to do this stuff. There's no videos on it. It doesn't exist. So, you know, it's just, yeah, it was a lot of work to figure all that out, but I really feel like I'm hoping they're going to appreciate it, because I went out of my way. There's another quest where you have to gather a bunch of wheat, and it uses, I basically used every behavior and logic in the game that you needed. I tied the whole concept of reliving The Walking Dead together and put a lot into the visuals. Hoping that I get it, man. I'll be kind of heartbroken if I don't place top 10. I know there were a lot of entries. There were over like 300 or 400 entries for the competition.
Wow, dude, that's freaking player, man. Dang, dude, that right there, that was way different than what that little plot of land in Decentraland is.
Right? Well, the one that my game was built on was actually 2 lands. So just picture that split in half. It's still a pretty nice piece of land that you can do things on, you know? Whereas,
yeah, exactly.
And in Sandbox, your vertical land is just insane. Like, you can build up, like I said, 126 meters. So I used every aspect of it. When we submitted our games for our boot camp, the instructor, Becky, she was blown away because she had never seen floating islands before. She was like, God, like floating islands? I can't believe, like, how did I not think of that? And I'm like, I mean, I have a certain amount of space to use. I'm gonna get the most out of it. Wait till you see my underground hotel casino. You know what I mean?
That's freaking player, man. Man, dude, man, I appreciate that, dude. That was pretty cool, dude. Man, so what advice you got to everybody that wants to get in this, man? Like, what would you tell them, man, where to start and shit?
Well, I mean, with the metaverse, man, like really, you know, just get in. Like, you don't even have to start financially. Just create an avatar, go into the sandbox, go into Decentraland, run around, mess around, figure out if it's something you'd even be interested in. And then if it is, then I would look into which one is going to suit what you're doing. Like I said, I've been on the phone with a couple people lately, and the main thing I try to help them figure out is like, well, like what that's what I do. I show them the land on Decentraland, I show them the land on Sandbox. Like, what do you think you could do with your
Sandbox, man? Dude. Sandbox looks like where it's at, bro.
To me, unless, dude, like I said, man, over 17,000 for that little plot, and you can't find 2 of them together like that for 40,000. You want 2 plots together, you're gonna pay like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 for it. It's insane.
Oh, dude, that's why you gotta just figure this shit out.
Yeah. Whereas Sandbox, you can. I got a few plots together in Sandbox. You know, you can get plots together in that game still.
Yeah, because it's like the way I see it too, man. It's like, you know, this is like the gold rush right here. This is like the new, like, where it's gonna be like the roaring 20s type stuff right here in 2022, because like everybody's going for the gold, but it's the people with the tools that make all the money, bro. Because
exactly. And that's the thing, is everybody's scrambling just to find out what Sandbox is, or not Sandbox, but the metaverse. But it's not just buying mana, it's not just buying the mana or the sand token. If you really want to dominate the meta space, it's not having the token, it's having the land. You want to have the land to build experiences on. You can rent it out. You could stick a damn billboard on it and make money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, there's so many ways to monetize in this game. It's crazy. So Snoop Dogg just bought a ton of land inside the metaverse, like a ton. And he partnered up with him. He built a giant arena for the sole purpose of doing live concerts inside the metaverse. That's why he did it. And I mean, I've got the Snoop Pass, which will not only let me get access to his land, but it also lets me have the ability to bring his avatar onto one of my lands to do a concert on my land. So that was like the main reason I got that, man. Like, what better thing to offer the community than a Snoop concert at the Meta Apes Metaverse? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's fucking tight.
But yeah,
for real, dude. Like that. Dude, we have somebody like knows him, right? And like that's what we went to him and like, hey, dude, like, you know, let him know what's up. You know, that we got these NFTs. That's where I was like, that's why it trips me out how it went from just an NFT idea to where that, and then seeing yours is like real validation for me personally, like, because like like just like you said in the beginning of all this stuff, like you was like putting everything into it, and your wife was over here telling you like, man, I'm about to leave you. Like, what are you doing?
Twice. Like I already went through it with crypto. I shouldn't have had to done it again with the metaverse. Is how I felt. You know what I mean? Like I already proved myself with crypto. What else do I got to do?
Dude, I get it, and I kind of had a similar situation yesterday, and I was all like, and that's where, like, for me, like, what you said is like, dude, I'm all in, bro. Who gives a fuck? I'm gonna go, because I know what this is, dude. I know what this is, man. You know what I mean?
You
and
see it, man. When you
awesome.
see it, you see it. You see the opportunity, and
dude,
you,
I see it every day. As soon as I wake up, I'm already seeing what this whole thing is, like, as it's now, and I'm like, fuck, bro, like this is it, like all of it, and with the crypto and the blockchain, like I get the whole big picture. So now it's like me just literally picking and choosing what I like to do, and like you said, it's gaming, bro. And I get the tokenomics of this shit. I get how all this stuff works. Where like we can peg it to another crypto or as an index, and then I can have my world, you can have your world, and we can give each other currency and do an exchange on a swap. Like, bro, this is it, bro. It's like create your communities, connect. It's, you know, it's where, like what you say, your network is your net worth. Like, bro, like
100%, man. And it's crazy because, like, you know, we're both Apex, man, and I've had people reach out for Apex and try to help me, like genuinely try to help and put effort in. And I tried building my machine, but my machine's different, man. It's a different weird machine. You know what I mean? And when
the new machine, bro.
When I connected with you, man, I really felt like man, like this dude's building the same kind of machine I'm building. Let me get with him. You know what I mean? So yeah, 100%. So I real quick, if you could still see my screen, I wanted to share this one as well. This is another one I'm working on, man. This is Bebop BSC. These guys, this is not my project. I'm just working on the game for them and building a game for these guys. But this is gonna be some pretty cool shit too, man. This game's gonna revolve completely around the Cowboy Bebop kind of show, and it'll have all kinds of stuff going on in it as well. So definitely worth checking that out. I don't have any links or anything for it, but just wanted to show you.
All good. Yeah, all good.
I put quite a bit of work into this one as well, man. Really just started it, but not quite as much as the Meta Apes. But I love doing this. You know, if you I don't know who.
It's work in progress, man.
I don't know who said it, but if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. So that's why these 15-hour days for me are nothing, man. I love doing it. I could probably do more if I didn't have a family.
I totally get it, bro. Like totally get that right there on that point. Dude, man, heck yeah, man. So that was. Let me get back on here real quick. Yeah, man, that's badass, bro. Like the whole, you got it all down. I fucking love it, dude. I'm glad we connected, dude. Like this shit was like, I was watching you too, bro. Like during this whole time, like, man, look, this motherfucker knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's funny because I was watching you do the whole Canaverse shit, man, and I was getting in on that, and I'm like, damn, man, like I wanted to say something, but I'm kind of like an introvert, you know what I mean? Like once I get to know and we're friends, like, man, I'm the loudest dude at the party, you know what I mean? But like at first I was kind of shaking when we first started this Zoom, man. I get nervous, you know what I mean? But now I'm loose as a goose. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, I totally get that shit. Like, whatever, bro, because I'll be the same way. And like the people that on our team, dude, like when I first met those guys that like did coming out and wanted to help, I was like, oh man, I don't know, man. And then like literally just like then it's like because they're Apex, bro. And I'm just like, then it's like one of those like, dude, to me, like you said, bro, it's the same. Everything's from within. Like all this stuff we're talking about, like, dude, we've already had this mindset that like, what we want, who we are, our elite version of ourselves. All this stuff, dude. This is just life unfolding for us.
It is, man. It really is.
It's literally fucking what he loves to do, what he's doing. It's just finally unfolding for him right now.
Yeah, man.
And like, dude, that's where I had to like kick back and be like, all right, dude, I see this now. It's called this all starts from within. I gotta let this ego go and like really just be transparent and like go or like just go all in and just be like, fuck it. Let's even if I get because I've been fucked so many dudes. I got ratted on, bro. Got fucking 7 years in prison.
God almighty, yeah, that sucks, bro.
Like 5 years in prison because fucking I trusted somebody like, here you go, dude. I'm trying to put you on, and then you just fuck me.
Bro, I know.
So
Yeah,
like,
I didn't do any time, but I've gotten screwed enough to where my trust levels are low. You know what I mean? Like you got to earn that shit.
Bro, exactly. So that trauma was still there, and so that's where I had to take a look. Like, okay, is it really them or is it really me? Like, what am I scared of? And then it's like, all right, dude. There's nothing to be scared of because why am I scared of myself? You know what I mean? Like, why am I putting myself on the cross still when I've already fucking went through it and handled it and I'm good here? You know, that's where that gratitude, the G code and everything.
Oh, dude.
That's where,
I started. That's like so. Like I couldn't figure out a machine to build, but man, just living the G code alone, man. Like so lately I've been getting up every morning for like the last week. I've just been doing this. I get up every morning. I meditate. I listen to my Abraham Hicks. I do my hemi-sync meditation. Listen to my Abraham Hicks, and then I go to the gym and crush some weights. And I'm telling you, man, like from the first day it happened, man, I won a $10,000 alpha pass. The first day that I like switched my gears because. You know, I'm always working hard, man, and that's the thing is like I make excuses because it's like I work so hard. I feel like I have a reason not to get up and work out. I have a reason not to meditate. I'm too busy, and I want to get and I want to go sit down on the computer. But if I sit down on the computer first, it's the worst thing that I could possibly do. So first thing I do now before I sit down, I go meditate. I do my hemi-sync. I work out, and then I start my day. And man, it's all part of that G code, man. It's all living the G code and having that mentality. Yeah, that was one of the best books I ever read, man. I'm not gonna lie. That was the reason why I joined Apex, man. I wanted to be around winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Dude, I like what you said just a while ago about like getting up in the morning instead of sitting down and you have to get up. Like, dude, that was literally what happened last night where I experienced that where like I was tired because I'd been sitting down all day, and I was like, dude, I gotta fucking get to working out or do, go for a run because I like running. My thing's jogging and shit. Like,
yeah, I like running too, man. I got bad back and bad knees. Bro,
dude, that's why I was like, what the fuck is that? I was getting in the car, like, oh, and I was like, oh man, I already know because I've been sitting all day. Like, dude, I made myself go run, and I felt so much better. So like. It's that G code shit. It's that Apex shit. It's like fucking excuses shit. It's like let's fucking go, and that's the whole bottom line of all this before anything started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Derek asked the question. He says, "Do you know when Mac users will have access on the Sandbox?"
It's going to be one of the first updates they're going to release. Like I said, the first thing they want to do. They just released their alpha, which means that their games that they've been building for some time for this first release are being released to everybody. The beta phase is going to roll out their partners like Atari, Roller Coaster Tycoon. All their partners will start releasing their games. Once that happens, then they're going to start rolling out Mac, mobile, all these other platforms. Because like the game builder is the main platform we use to build on now, but eventually we're all like the more experienced builders are going to move to the Explorer, which will give us the opportunity to put coding into our gaming and not just rely on their logics to build our games with. So they have all kinds of updates, and they're all scheduled to come out in a very, very quick roadmap. Like we're not talking about months and months. Like I believe that Mac, they won't give us a date. I'm just assuming, this is total, just my best guess on when it will be available. But I would say towards the end of first quarter or possibly sooner, we should see the Mac. But that, like I said, that's just my best guess with the way they're rolling everything out. Because they haven't given a date yet. They won't give a date.
Cool. Thank you.
Oh, no problem, brother.
All right, guys, let's go. If anybody got any questions, here's the time to do it. Just raise your hand or drop it in the thing, and or speak up, or forever hold your peace. All right, Derek, we got Derek over here. He has a question. Everybody else, just raise your hand. We'll pick you right after. We'll go in order. So
I'm on here and it says it's talking about like Alpha Pass, and I've seen Joe post about Alpha Pass in the chat, but how do you get on that? Like, how do you get an Alpha Pass or whatever?
So right now, the Alpha Pass, they're giving 750 of them away every week, okay? And they did a raffle where they gave 1,000 away to landowners on the first release. I swore I was going to get it, and I was like crushed when I woke up and I didn't have my Alpha Pass. So I bought one. I paid 2 Ethereum for it because in my mind, sand at the time was over $7 per sand. And I personally believe, like Joe said, I think we're going to see about a $20 to $30 sand sometime this bull run. So my logic behind it was they give you 1,000 sand for completing the pass. All you have to do is complete the pass, which is super easy. When you log on and do an alpha quest, you run to like 3 locations and that's completing the quest. You're not doing anything super hard, nothing challenging. I can usually complete the alpha quest for the day in about 1.5 to 2 minutes, sometimes 5 at the absolute most. But so you complete the alpha quests and they give you 1,000 sand. But then they also give you 3 NFTs that I personally believe will all be worth a few $1,000s a piece. Let me see. Joe, do you mind if I share my screen real quick? I'm going to... if you look, go to the alpha... You'll see this is how the rewards work right here. You'll get level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You don't even have to beat every alpha quest in the game. And as you do, you get your pay to earn rewards. The same concept that I'm trying to implement into our game. That's how like the NFT you hold, that alpha pass or Meta Apes Legendary, Meta Apes Epic, will give you access to claim a certain set of rewards. So, like, depending on what NFT you have will determine your rewards. That's pretty much where I got the idea from, was from Sandbox. Like I said, I've taken a mixture of Roblox and a ton of stuff and implementing this game. But these 3 NFTs, so you get 1,000 sand, you get these 3 NFTs, which I don't have a crystal ball, I don't know, but if I show you where's my OpenSea? I'll have to switch wallets probably. Yeah, this is my Decentraland wallet. Let me go to my Sandbox. But if you go here, you'll see these things. They hold a really good value. So the pass right now is selling for 1.9 Ethereum. You get 1,000 sand, which I think it's only like $5 now, so that's $5,000 that you get back, plus the 3 NFTs, plus the actual alpha pass itself, which I think will drop significantly in value once the alpha is over and it doesn't do what it does now. But I think eventually it will build up and go back over time because its significance. It was the alpha pass.
So Justin, for instance, this can be resold as many times, and each time it's resold, they're allowed to actually get to go in as an alpha pass.
Yeah, they can, but the catch-22 behind that is you don't claim your rewards till the end of the alpha. So I think a lot of people don't realize that, and they're completing their alpha quest, selling their alpha pass, and you have to have the alpha pass to claim your rewards at the end of the alpha on the 29th. So there's people that are doing that, and I've seen them in Discord talking about it, and I've tried to warn them, but
So basically, you buy the pass, you complete, you get your rewards, but you don't actually get the rewards till the end. So that prevents people from just buying real quick and selling real quick and
it.
Rewards.
Yep,
yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then so like I didn't win one. I bought this one for 2 Ethereum, but then I entered my wife. So that's why I've been encouraging everybody to do this. If you go to their Twitter account and I think this one here. If you go to their Twitter account and enter their daily contests, you can win one, and I did. I won one with my wife. She didn't even have Twitter.
Yeah.
I created a Twitter account. I created.
Yeah, I did. I tried to do it myself, bro. I fucking did the screenshot of a view of mine. I had to do a reply, and then I filled out the form, and I'm just waiting to see if I win and shit.
Yeah, and then these NFTs, man, these are some of my NFTs that I paid like maybe $100-$200 for. Most of them are worth almost Ethereum or two. The Sandbox was the one that is the most.
Yeah,
is
those are the ones in your game, right?
Yeah, well, like the Walking Dead ones, for instance. I just bought those like 3 weeks ago for the purpose of making my game with, and I only paid a couple $100 a piece for them, and they're all worth like a quarter of an Ethereum or more now. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like the prices of these things. That Snoop Dogg Party Pass.
How do you know what to price them for? Are they just automatically like you just?
I buy the ones by the artist, like Kami Swaze. Kama Swaze is like their main artist. He does these whizzies down here. And these things, man, you used to be able to get these for a couple $100 a piece. See, I'm on all their live streams, so this fountain, I think I paid nothing for it. Oh, I was trying to click on it and actually see it. But he announced on their game, like people were asking, what's the oldest NFT in the Sandbox? And he was like, well, it's actually this one here. And he was like, oh, wow, no, it's not. It's this fountain that's not even listed here. So as soon as that happened, I went and found the fountain and got it. And I got it for like nothing. Well, a quarter of an ETH. And it's one now. But there's some of them here that like literally were like $100, $200, and they're just worth a fortune now. It's insane, like the value that these things hold, and it's because you can use them in the game, and they have the Sandbox logo. They're official. These whizzies are going to be part of a series he announced that he was going to be doing, to where he's going to give everybody that holds all the whizzies special access to this NFT drop. So I went and got all the whizzies, and then within like another week or two, all the whizzies went up like 20x, 30x. I wish I would have bought more. That's my only regret is not buying more on most of these. You know, like this thing I bought for the Meta Apes game. I got it for like $250, and now it's almost half of an Ethereum. It's crazy.
So man. So it puts the price of the current price. I see now. Oh.
Yeah, well, the current price is determined on what somebody is selling it for, but this one was actually selling for. People were buying these at almost 1.2 or 3 ETH a little while back. Damn. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is.
Mike has a question. Mike, go ahead and pop in here and let us know what you got, bro.
Yo, just got a technical question about the. Did you build any? You build custom assets like in the Vox Builder or Vox, whatever Vox Edit, and then you brought them into your game, right?
Yes, I've done that with the billboards just to make custom picture frames, so I could fit my NFTs.
So then you do you know if you'll be able to use those when the game goes live?
So
because I'm kind of confused on how that whole
thing works. So right now the way that it works is they're rolling that out in phases too. So that's going to be within like 2 months. We'll be able to make our own NFTs and put them in games that we actually publish to our lands. Right now, you have to be part of their artist fund to be able to do that. But you can also, I think, within the next few weeks, you can get approved to have things put in. Like, so for instance, in my Walking Dead game, I built a custom NFT and I put it in the game. But in order for me to do that, I had to send that specific NFT to their staff for approval and get it approved. But that's why I try to tell people, like, you really want to get your foot in the door now, because right now Sandbox is getting busy really fast. Like when I first started this, I had, I'd go in Discord and I'd be able to talk to their admins and everything easily. And I lost that ability. That's why I got into the boot camp. And now that I'm in their boot camp, I have like this, see if I can even pull that up. I probably shouldn't pull that up because it is a private group, but either way, it gives me direct connection to their to their staff now. Now I have direct connection to Becky Loloff and all their, all their main team for support. When I need support, I'm first in line to have my game published as a social hub. So like that's why I can't stress enough, if you're thinking about being a creator in this space, get into that boot camp. I shared the link on my page. I'll share it again, but you want to get signed up, and I signed up for the 9 p.m. Yeah, the 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. class. Or 12 a.m. class. It sucks being up from 9, and if you're Central Time, it'll be even better. But I did it just because it was the easiest one to fill. The other ones were out like months. This one I got into within I think less than a month of getting on the list. And it's worth it. They teach you how to do, I learned, even though I had done all that work teaching myself to do what I had learned to do, I learned so much more. I had no idea that I had a library of 20,000 assets that I could use. But if you go to the marketplace and on their website, sandbox.com, and go to the marketplace, when you scroll down and you see the ones that say entity and they just have a plus sign next to them, you just hit that plus sign and they go right in your inventory. And once they're claimed, and enough people have claimed them, they're gone. So I'm in there, that's what I've been doing for the last couple days. I'm on page 176 of almost 400, trying to sift through 20,000 different NFTs and make sure that I add all the ones that I think I can use now and potentially use in the future to my library, because once they're gone, they're gone.
So once you claim those, they're yours?
They're yours, and you can use them on. Now they're kind of confusing about the way they explained it. I've asked in Discord and in the boot camp, and for now they're free. Most of the artists, the majority, they said the majority of the artists are gonna leave those free, but there are a couple artists that plan on monetizing the NFTs that are free now. So eventually, if one changes, you will have the option to either purchase that NFT or just build it in the NFT maker. I'm not gonna lie, that's another thing that I never used the NFT platform. I hated it because it's inverted and I just couldn't figure out the controls. But after doing their boot camp, dude, I've made some complex entities where I have a table and a cloth and cups, and I can animate them, and they teach you how to do everything on there. So I have all the faith in the world that between me and my artist for our project, we'll be able to build whatever NFTs we need. So if one of those NFTs gets used, we'll just build our own, Like they said, yeah, you don't want to build it exact, but, change the color of something. You can change a couple things on it and have it not be a direct copy of theirs, because they still don't want us copying other people's, work.
All right, dang, dude. Anything else, guys? Y'all have any more questions? This is the time to ask. Man, Justin, dude, that's a lot. You gave us a lot of good stuff, bro.
It's crazy because this is just like I said, I was trying to decide a few months ago whether it was just the gamer geek in me or if this was really going to be a thing. And it's I almost wish Facebook wouldn't have said nothing about the metaverse, man, because all it did was make me rush. I've been building this project for months now. I didn't plan on pushing it out like this, man. I wanted a little bit more time, but now I'm in a position where I either release this project now or I've got to fight through 20 other fake Meta coins that don't have a real game and don't have real utility and aren't really trying to do something with their project to get mine out there. You know what I mean? And that's why we're just, we just got our website up yesterday. We're going full throttle. Everybody on the team has kicked it into overdrive, and we're all pushing as hard as we can because we don't want to have to fight with all the knockoffs and the fakes to let people know that we've actually created something special.
You got a flying world, dude, in fucking Sandbox, bro. That's fucking flying. That is tight. Man, for the people that missed it, man, earlier, man, this dude was showing us his world, and that thing was fire,
it's gonna be crazy cool, man. Like I said, I want it just to be a place to where people are gonna go hang out, man. You could you could tell your buddies, like, I know back in the day when I used to play Call of Duty and Battlefield, man, there was no better feeling of getting in a game and be able to romp around with your buddies and actually hang out. Like, man, we would talk about our day, talk about our families, talk about everything. And like buddies that I used to be in the military with that I haven't seen in years, buddies from up north that I haven't seen since I came down south. Man, we get there and it's like you're right there with each other, man. We're hanging out in a virtual world, and it's that same concept, except now this is all being done on the blockchain, and it's decentralized on a place where you can't be shut down for having an opinion, and you can't be shut down for doing things that the way that you want to do it, man. This is decentralized metaverse. That's why what Facebook is doing, yeah, it's a metaverse, and it's gonna be similar, but it's not a real metaverse, man. I don't want to be in a metaverse where I can be censored because I say something that just somebody doesn't like. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the kind of metaverse I want to build in, and it's not the kind of metaverse that I want to create in. So,
dude, that's key that you said that, because that's where it really clicked for me in my head, because it was like, all right, I see what these guys are doing, and I know me because I run ads, bro. Like, I collect data. That was what I do. You know what I mean? So, and what was so wild because, dude, I know that, like, that fucking policy like the back of my hand and shit, and it's scary because I read every little small print, and it's like, woo, y'all collect a lot of stuff. I'm like, oh, I see what y'all be doing with it too.
Yeah,
because
man.
I'm creating ads and I know how to do it, and dude, they find those leads for us, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can try tracking to a page like it's no fucking other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you know your target market. You know what they're thinking. You got like fucking how many points of fucking interest these people have of already each fucking person? It's fucking wild, bro. And then you can scrape this data. Like, man, people are just grabbing data and tossing it around like it's nothing. And that's the oil right there. That's the real fucking shit.
Yeah,
right?
and that's when you asked, like you said, autonomous. That's what Decentraland is. It's like you can own this property with your non-custodial wallet, that the only thing that connects you to it is your seed phrase or your secret key. So you can remain anonymous and create things and monetize without, I mean, personally for me, I'm not here to cheat. Like, I don't want to, I didn't do all this work so I could get thrown in jail for tax evasion. You know what I mean? So for me, exactly. I'm going to be open and upfront about everything, but it just feels good to know that I control it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm showing you what I got. I'm paying you what I need to pay you. But if they ever wanted to take it, they couldn't. It's on the blockchain. That's why all my shit is on the blockchain. You don't control my shit. I control my shit.
Yeah, dude, exactly, bro. It just keeps going without it. That was the other best thing, because, you know, for me, it's like, since, you know, Apex, dude, it was like legacy. That word hit me real hard, bro, and I was all like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude. I was already thinking like next 5 generations from now, you know, already from before, but like that one, I got deeper understanding. It's like, all right, man, this is like way like Egyptian type legacy shit right here, and this is where here's the opportunity for it to unfold. Like, literally, you can put something out there, and this whole world will be running on its own without you, regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
And it's your world still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the fucking wild part. And that's where it's like, yeah, dude, create something badass that everybody fucking loves, and just leave it out there to fucking, you know, and just win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. I mean, you can't lose if you really, like, if you build something with your heart into it and you're passionate about it, I feel like you really just can't lose. And like I said, man, with this meditating and the hemisync, and it's like, man, I'm a firm believer that our minds shape our own reality, and that's why I'm a prime example, man. My mind was in a bad place, and my reality didn't look so nice for a while. You know, I was still working hard, I was still getting stuff done, but shit just wasn't working out right for me. It wasn't flowing like it should have. And now, man, things are flowing to a level that I can't even explain, bro. I mean, look, here we are talking and making magic in the metaverse, bro. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Dude, it's still sometimes like it trips me out, because it's like I see it, I know it's like it's real to me. You know what I mean? And that's all that really matters, because I know how this universe works, because then this unfoldment's gonna happen, because I see it. Like, dude, I can just see how, like, every day I'm talking, like, dude, imagine we're at Saltgrass for like date night, right? And I'm already telling my girl, like, dude, check this out, dude. either on your phone or with some glasses on, turn your glasses on, and then like literally see the metaverse in Saltgrass. And Saltgrass will be in the metaverse, just like your world, you know,
augmented reality, yeah.
Augmented reality. And see, and see our developers do what they showed us this. I was like, get the fuck out. So we can drop literal NFTs in the metaverse, bros.
Yep.
And the motherfucking actual real world on a longitude, latitude.
Yep.
And then if you find it in the metaverse, and you can find it,
it goes to your, yeah.
It goes to your wallet.
That's badass.
There at the physical location, say the Grand Canyon, because I had a smoke sesh there, and I want to drop a badass NFT at this spot. So
I like it.
Check out this view, and then hey, you can go over there and you collect that one, and you collect the one in Miami, and you collect the one in Cali. I'll give you something really badass if you got all three of those.
Yeah. I like it.
That's how this shit plays, bro. And if you get the first one, dude, you'll get some papers. You know what I mean? For the next year, for you know, for every month type shit or every day. Like, dude, you can just get so creative, and that's the best thing where you can actually make it a utility. And that's why people love this shit, because you got community, you got all this stuff combined, and bro, and this is what I love about for our project is being, you know, in the cannabis industry, because it's already there. Dude, you can literally go to every dispensary here that we giving y'all these NFTs.
Dude, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I want to be a part of that. Hell yeah.
Dude, as soon as you buy this, dude, you can fucking sell bud all day without selling bud all day.
Yeah.
It can sit in their storage all day, never move anywhere, and it'll be sold like by fucking millions. You just better have it ready when they cash in.
Hell yeah.
That's it, bro. And that shit just said, and then you can literally turn in, oh, yeah, I get the free golden doobie over here. Yeah, you sure can. Bam, there you go. I'm just like, wow, dude. Like, that's where it just said, boop.
Hell
and then started going with this blockchain and this currency, and then and then this metaverse is like, oh, yeah, that's it, bro. I want our own currency, our own community, like I said earlier, like we're gonna go to any place and then literally have an app. If you still got a phone where granny can even use it and fucking go and buy some loaf of bread. Imagine a fucking, you know, a kid that just plays the game to earn some points real quick, buys the NFT, and then can fucking go get fucking dinner for their family and shit. Dude, that shit right there really fucking touches me right there, because you can do this. Like, you know, imagine fucking you're doing a sponsor for veterans, you know what I mean? And they got a house right there, and you can pay for their bills at that house through an NFT. You can buy groceries for these guys. You can do whatever.
Anything.
You can donate to get gifts for Christmas for their families. Like all through this in the metaverse and through NFTs and crypto and blockchain. That's where it's insane. Fucking like, boom!
It's insane.
Alrighty, Justin, thank you for your time, man.
Oh, you too, brother. Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. I love talking about this, man. I could probably sit here for another 2 or 3 hours.
I was still talking, but I got another meeting.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah, my wife's probably ready for me to finish putting up the Christmas lights anyway.
Alrighty, Justin, man. I appreciate your time so much, bro. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, you too, brother. And yeah, let's